Hey, Algebra 1, this is the last part of a series of videos on the basics of finding slope of a linear function. Two things we're going to do is we're going to go over a special case of finding the slope between points, as well as looking at how to find slope from a table of values. So the first thing we want to take a look at is this example right here. You want to find the slope between the points, or the slope of the line that passes through the points 5, 6, and 5, 9. Write your answer in simplest form. Okay, so once again, here's my slope formula. Y equals y2 minus y1, and divide that by x2 minus x1. Okay, so I'm going to assign my points, my values here. So x1, y1, x2, and y2. I'm going to replace those values in the formula accordingly. So let's see. So y2 is 9, y1 is 6, x2 is 5, and x1 is 5. Okay, so once again, simplify it. 9 minus 6 is 3, 5 minus 5 is 0. Okay, now remember, there's one number we can't divide by. It just so happens to be that number there, 0. Okay, so in this case, what we end up with, whenever we get any number divided by 0 here, we end up with an undefined slope. Okay, and the reason why we call it undefined, think back to the first video. If we were to put, let's say 5, 6 is right here in space, 5, 9 would be directly above it because you're still going right 5 for both from the origin for both points. So then that means the line is completely vertical. Okay, so then that's why we have an undefined slope here, because it's all rise and no run makes it undefined. All right, finding the slope from a table in a graph. Here's something you want to remember. Way back in August and September, we talked about sequences and common differences. You want to apply that knowledge to what you see in the x column and the y column here, okay? We have the sequence. We can treat this as a sequence. You just got to figure out what the common difference is. So if I'm going from -2 to 1 to -1 to 0 to 1 to 2, I know that's a common difference of +1. I'm adding 1 every time to each point. Likewise, we go over to the y column, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 9. I'm adding 2 every time. There's my common difference there. And we can think of that common difference as change in x for the x column and change in y for the y column. That means that my slope, as long as every time I change y and change x the same way, that means that my slope for this line that's graphed here will be +2 over +1, or if we simplify that, just +2. And we can keep doing this pattern over and over, so we can predict that the next point in the line would be 3 and 13. We can keep going, 4 and 15, and then 5 and 17. We can keep this pattern up and predict way down the line what that would be. Okay? So make sure you do your homework. It is worksheet number 31. It will be posted on our classroom page. You do not have to do numbers 8, 9, and 17. Okay, so you do not have to do you only have to do everything except for those 3 there. Okay, and I will see you guys in class. Enjoy Martin Luther King Day off on Monday. We'll see you guys later next week. Have a good one.